So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4-5-1. And it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Ibrahimovic wins the duel this time. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Longevity, loyalty, leadership, just a few bullets! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Hullet. Beckenbauer. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Looking for the run. Gets his head on it! Goal! Benfica! And Benfica take the lead. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's Hullet. Well timed, excellent interception. Totti. Oh, good-looking ball. And here's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, nicely intercepted. Pass somewhat off target. Now this could be a chance. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Roberto Carlos. Neymar finding himself in space. Well read, and the danger is averted. Benfica very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Can he get it through? On the through ball. Ronaldinho. He's found some space. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now they can spring out of defence. He can run onto that. Shapes to shoot! And there's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Benfica are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And this is a chance, surely! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. Neymar, a player who needs no introduction, showing great feet there. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, The decision-making, we can't. He'll learn from it.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. That's a lovely, neat pass. He's played it back. Played out wide. Roberto Carlos. And here's Neymar. Hazard is herring after that one. Now it's Hullet. Lobbed in behind. That's good play. He's picked his way through. Great challenge, time to perfection. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. Goes for the shot! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Vieira. And it's Thuram. Beckenbauer is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Defending was strong and firm. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Totti, now looking to orchestrate a counter. Beckenbauer does. And the referee has blown for half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Benfica sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Now it's Messi. Tries to pass it through. Cruyff. And this is Hullet. And he's got the beating. Real chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Hullet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, third corner of the game. He's rising! But he's left disappointed.
Nesta is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Beckenbauer. To Thuram. Beckenbauer. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And here's Hullet. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, and the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero
So their
80,
fourth quarter of the game.
Ronaldinho. Numero 10. Lasciano il campo per il numero 21.
Roberto
il
Carlos
numero 11,
getting this one clear.
Neymar. Cambio di giocatori.
Benfica are looking to go forward now. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And here's the chance to counter. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
The pass has gone astray. And here's Azar. Now it's Messi. And the shot! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Thuram, a picture of focus and alertness. Now, can they get him away? And this is Azar. Benfica perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Bullet being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And here's Neymar. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, this looks sharp.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he's there to make the challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, it's a great ball here. Great chance! Rafael Leao! That is wonderful! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Just one goal in it now! Game on! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. Milan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
He's in plenty of space here. Well, they can break here. Good ball over the top. He takes a shot! Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Messi.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And this is Messi, caresses it through. He's having a shot! It's a goal! They have stolen level at the last! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Oh, easy pickings there. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. So that's it. It is all over. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the... And he's let fly! And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
Benfica certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Pato, Best, and he's got his cross in. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Pressing high and with purpose. Vieira. And it's Ibrahimovic. He's picked his way through. Del Piero.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's going wide left.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, that's fabulous. Neymar proves just a little bit too strong. He's found space here. And it's been given away. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Little pass back. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Pele can see things others simply cannot. And here's Ibrahimovic. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Pull it. Now it's Del Piero. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Oh, sweet feet. Cruyff! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cruyff is offering a wry smile there.
And that is a little undercooked. Best. It's a threatening ball. And Del Piero!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Now it's Pato. Best. Del Piero. Oh, that was vital. Maldini. Neymar. And it's Cruyff. Always onto this. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And this is Del Piero. Oh, red. Nice interception. He's got away. Chance, surely! They've scored! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught napping. Beckenbauer is always scanning the pitch for targets. Cruyff. That's destined for the flank. Neymar has the space to scheme. Cruyff. Pirlo. Best gets into a good position. That is good alertness.
Benfica certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
That pass just didn't quite work.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Pele. Cruyff. Neymar. A header! And he's stuck it away. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Pick that one out. Chance for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? He has a look up. Chance! So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And so we're off again. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That's tidy. Crosses it in.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
It's run loose here. Best showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Pele. Oh, good-looking ball. Cruyff. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for options for movement. Cannavaro with a fine tackle. Cruyff. Oh, they could break here. Looking for a runner. Oh, that's well spotted. Thuram. Pele, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Oh, can he get onto this? Cruyff. Beckenbauer. And it's Gullit. It's Roberto Carlos. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Gullit. Nicely aimed pass. Best. Del Piero. Beckenbauer. And it's Ibrahimovic. Gullit does well to get it back. Cruyff. Ibrahimovic. And it's Roberto Carlos. Threads one in. Cruyff gets flagged offside.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
El dorsal 11. El dorsal
Maldini cuts it out.
Serán sustituidos.
Ronaldinho, the specialist in tearing teams apart.
El dorsal 15.
Bullet ploughing through the middle. Goes for a shot! That's a sharp pass. Dembele aims beyond the defence. Del Piero receives it in a... He's having a pop! Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Xavi Alonso. Now Ronaldinho. And it's Hazard. Xavi Alonso. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's found a way through. And this is Roberto. Shot a goal! Oh, there's a probing ball. And here's Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Yeah. And he's got the beating of his man. That's an excellent interception. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Knocks it into space. Del Piero.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to...
Takes a shot! And it's in! And they've got their lead back. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 5. Será sustituido por...
Madrid are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Rummenigge to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Maldini gets a foot in here. And that's really well manoeuvred. Chance here to counter. But that has not gone well. Benfica now in a position of desperate urgency.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
He has found a way through. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And we have our very first corner. Benfica have the chance to go the other way. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And a chance! And that's a tidy finish! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Madrid are such an...
That's that, the end. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. So Jim Beglin, what is your... Rui Costa! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Rui Costa clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now it's Del Piero.
Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that success is no accident. It takes hard work and perseverance.
And how he epitomised that attitude. He worked so hard to become a player so far ahead of everybody else.
He boasted a playing style that was so unique too. The first centre-forward perhaps to drop back, use his vision, make those clever little late runs. He is, for me, the ideal teammate. The perfect blend of power, speed, athleticism, technique.
Goes for a shot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Benfica clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was...
And Del Piero! Goal! The first significant strike. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Benfica finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Vieira. Cruyff. Nice interception, well timed. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Benfica are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Can he latch on to this? Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. He's picked his way through. And he's stuck it away. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Benfica restore parity.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect...
Oh, given up, and Hullet! Goal! Benfica! And the comeback is complete. An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Benfica have their lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Howson. Benfica have scored 2 quick goals here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Zanetti. Rui Costa. Oh, that's well spotted. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Thuram. Beckenbauer. To Thuram. And it's Maldini. Benfica looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Zanetti did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Caceres. Now Howson. Oh no, this does not look good. Now, well taken goal. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Benfica now in a position far more desirable.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Caceres. Del Piero. And this is Eto'o. Vieira. And the referee says that is that for the first half.
Benfica are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Benfica largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1. Away we go again. Thuram, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Roberto Carlos. Cruyff. And it's Roberto Carlos. That's Vieira. And it's Thuram. Pelé. Pelé going face-to-face with his great rival. That's Thuram. And it's Vieira. Roberto Carlos. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. And a header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Howson. Here's Caceres. Zanetti. Caceres. Zanetti. Howson. Baresi. Oh, he's been caught napping! That is a brilliant interception. Xavi. Zanetti. Baresi. Nuno Mendes. Caceres. Howson. Baresi. And it's Zanetti. Xavi. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Nuno Mendes. It's not an especially good pass, that. Benfica still have the cards to affect this game. Xavi. That's Caceres. Nuno Mendes. Howson. Caceres. Not the most convincing of passes. They want to be quick to recover this. Hazard! And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never good.
And the keeper's given it away. Just the keeper in, and he shoots! Xavi. Rui Costa. Howson. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Caceres. Howson. It's not an especially good pass, that. Baresi. Oh, what's he done? A lot of space ahead of him. And this is Hazard. And this is Hazard. Played in. That is lovely. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. A real chance and a real let-off.
Al Nassr certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Vieira. Beckenbauer is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And it's Roberto Carlos. He's a sharp little ball here. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. It's Hazard! And a neat finish! Just cruising! They are cruising! The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. This is a gloriously greedy performance. And claimed it back swiftly. And this is Ronaldo.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Xavi. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. He has a look up. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Roberto Carlos. Maldini.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
To Thuram. And it's Roberto Carlos. And that's it. Benfica have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure.
And now,
any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but...
Takes a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Galatasaray with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, what has happened here? Messi. Benfica are looking to go forward now. Neymar has it in a wide position. Pinches it off him. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Galatasaray clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Nicely weighted ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Messi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pele. Pele makes a dash for it. No way through. And it's Cruyff. And here's Hullet. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Beckenbauer. Cruyff. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Benfica still without a single shot on target. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And this is Ibrahimovic. Beckenbauer is always looking to break lines. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Neymar. Now it's Hullet. That looks a good ball through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And the counter is on. Now it's Hullet. And this is Messi. Pele. Spread out to the left. That's destined for the flank. And it's Cruyff. Has a look and plays it forward. Hullet. Cruyff. And here's Hullet. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Neymar. Roberto Carlos providing an outlet on that flank. Cannavaro with the clearance. Pepe defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Tries to pass it through, and he welcomes it in, so no flag here. Chance, surely! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Not the most convincing of passes. Now it's Neymar, in with the challenge. Messi. Quality ball. Beckenbauer. And it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Hullet. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Benfica presented with a golden opportunity here. No second thought, a straight red card. Galatasaray are down to 10 men.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
1-0, just one winner. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Benfica are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Neymar.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Roberto Carlos delivers.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's Roberto. Oh, he's having a go! And now they can spring out of defence. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
It's a lovely, neat pass. Gives it back. Roberto Carlos finding himself in space. And that has been knocked clear. That is lovely. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Oh, what a terrific 45 minutes, all triggered by a helter-skelter tempo that has, you know, been very open, end-to-end, ding-dong stuff, with so much to enjoy. It's a cracking watch.
Benfica with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. And so the action is resumed.
Benfica can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Beckenbauer. Cruyff does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Roberto Carlos has it out wide and in space. Corner number 2 then. Plays in a Cruyff! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target. And this is Hullet. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Now it's Hullet. Maldini gets across to intercept that.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Galatasaray needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Almost an hour gone. And they're on him in a flash. Pelé. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Pelé with the getting up there! It's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. What a header! Flashed! And that's it. That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the...
And a chance! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Brazil finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, good-looking ball. Pelé. And the shot! And there's a goal! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Great chance! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
A case now of complete control. Chance, surely! Oh, he's done it!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
And with that, the hat-trick is... And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Caros espectadores, informamos que não é permitido estacionar nas vias de acesso ao estádio.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expected buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway.
Well, for any attacker facing him, Peter, trying to force your way through Rio Ferdinand must be a daunting prospect.
Well, he is one of the great English defenders of his generation.
Quite, Peter. His playing style boasts good speed and technique, a superb reading of the game. He hardly had to tackle. That in itself can be seen as quite an achievement.
Oh, given away. He's found a way through. Can he finish? Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
He's going to be disappointed with that. He's got away. Goes for a shot! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A horrible blip, a moment they could well have done without.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Benfica finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And they're back on the ball again. And here's Ibrahimovic. Great vision. Cannavaro. Now it's Lopez. He's in plenty of space here. Tele. And he's managed to get free. Shoots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Firmine actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Madrid with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. This looks promising. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. Madrid have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Takes a shot! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. Pedri can clear it away. Well, that is one way to stop him. Tele. And here's Lopez. And he's running through. Oh, sweet feet.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. This is a promising build-up. Closing in on goal. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It's a promising position. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, Red, nice interception. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Lopez, that is good alertness. Well, they could break here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. And the shot! And there's a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Pass is just off target. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And it's Roberto Carlos. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. That has been slung wide. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. So he's plotting something before playing it in. And that should get the job done. Pele. Pedri gets on his bike and on the move. Pele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Nicely aimed pass. And that's really well manoeuvred. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar. Wan-Bissaka gets it away. Maldini. Pele. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Driving forward, and it's Ibrahimovic. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pele is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And here's Neymar. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking to play him in. And this is Shevchenko. Cruyff. Pele could move up a gear here. Oh, he's burst through. And no, that was never going to make it. That's the end of the first 45. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Madrid get the ball rolling in the second half. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Oh, good take in a good area. And reclaimed it in a trice. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Roberto Carlos. Cruyff. Beckenbauer is always looking to break lines. And here's Neymar. And here's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Neymar. And this is Pele. And a chance! That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Now it's Cruyff. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Vieira. And it's Cruyff. And here's Hullet. Roberto Carlos. Wan-Bissaka deals with that comfortably. Pelé going face-to-face with his great rival. Neymar. Neymar plays it in. Zanetti is there and he can get that clear. Pelé. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Pelé. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Zanetti.
This is the time you need that pace.
That is ended up in no man's land. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Cruyff. Beckenbauer. And this is Pelé. Pelé with a great leap. Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 8.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Número 17. Neymar. Número 4.
Now it's Hullet.
Número 10.
Ronaldinho.
Roberto Carlos.
Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
And that has been cleared.
Ronaldinho.
Seedorf.
Número 6.
Thuram gets across to intercept that.
Número 7.
Kaka.
Número 16.
Pelé plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And here's Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Cross in, looks like a good one. Oh, he's put a shade too much on that. And he can thump it away. Pelé.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now that looks a decent ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He's looking wide. Played out wide. Now it's Hazard. That's tidy. And this is Ronaldinho. And it's played in. Zanetti with the clearance.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There's the header! Oh, it's hit the post. It's loose now and they will... Has another go! Oh, he's done it! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? You run short of superlatives. That was extra special.
Well, you can't get much more special than that. That's got to be one of the hardest techniques in football, and he made it look so easy.
And we're done. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. So there we have it, Jim. A game seemingly destined for stalemate, but then the ultimate smash and grab.
Benfica really wanted this. I mean, look at those players now. Some are barely able to move. They squeezed every ounce of energy out of themselves to get this result, and congratulations to them.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.